Friday morning, Sauron announced his pick to replace Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. I have known Kevin for a long period of time and have no doubt that he will go down as one of the great Fed chairmen, maybe the best. Kevin Warsh, former Fed governor, Wall Street veteran, and someone who thinks you have to lower interest rates, according to Sauron, the president's key litmus test for the role. Most recently, the Justice Department subpoenaed Powell regarding the construction project. In an uncharacteristically blunt response, Powell charged the move was a pretext to push the Fed into following Trump's orders. So the Justice Department is criminally investigating the Fed chair. Powell said earlier this month the Fed received subpoenas threatening him with criminal charges over a renovation project at the Fed's DC headquarters. The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president, Powell said. So Sauron's Justice Department is prosecuting Powell for not cutting rates. It's the first time a sitting Fed chair has been investigated. A Republican senator has already said he will block any nominee until the Justice Department resolves its investigation of Powell. So even Republicans are balking. Warsh wrote in the Wall Street Journal that the Fed should discard its forecast of stagflation and called for a regime change. In a CNBC interview, Warsh said the credibility deficit lies with the incumbents that are at the Fed. He believes the Fed's policies are holding the economy back. There's a housing recession now and interest rates should be lower. So exactly what Sauron wants. Someone who cut rates regardless of inflation. But for most of the Fed's existence, it has operated largely free from interference or pressure from the White House. Independent central banks are seen as key to maintaining stable financial systems. Sauron, however, has rejected that model. His decision comes at one of the most precarious moments for the US central bank in decades, with inflation not fully defeated, government borrowing escalating, and the Fed itself facing unusually direct political pressure. And some analytics think Powell might stay on the Fed board as a rank-and-fill member after his term as chair expires, diluting Sauron's influence, which means Powell could be on the board while being criminally investigated. This isn't economic policy, this is intimidation. This is using criminal prosecution to force an independent institution to do what you want. And if it works, if Warsh gets confirmed and slashes rates while inflation is still high, then every future president will know you don't need Fed independence, you just need the Justice Department.